McHale Center, the place to be when the Arizona Wildcats are in business. And tonight they will host Oregon State. Will those Cats? OSU's starting lineup looking like this. Bendu Yeaney, the transfer from Arizona, will be the point guard for Scott Rueck's Oregon State bunch. Mannon and Talia von Oelhoffen guard-laden starting lineup, along with Mitrovic, who comes at you with that 6'9" frame. Scotty Rueck in his 13th year with Oregon State, taking this club to the 2016 Final Four, the Sweet 16s, the Elite Eights, the 3 Pac-12 titles in consecutive fashion. He has been absolutely terrific since day one with Oregon State. Arizona starting lineup, and it is a dynamic starting lineup. Pellington, who beat Oregon State at the buzzer in Corvallis last year, joined by Fields, LaVille, Martinez, we talked about her, does it on both ends, and of course the veteran Kat Reese, who is the captain and voice of this club. Adia Barnes, 7th year. What she has done, I can't even put it into words. Second winningest in Arizona history, and of course that 2021 National Championship runner-up finish. She has been so dynamic. The Arizona grad, all-time leading scorer. And Sid Weiss, you've got two of the Pac-12's best coaches that will really put each other to the test tonight.
Absolutely. You're going to see the best from both clubs. They match up well, so it's going to be a fun matchup for all of us.
Oregon State winning the tip in their road uniforms, black and orange, coming in at 9-5, 1-2 in conference play. Arizona at 12-2, 3-1 in conference play. Losing to Stanford last time out in a game that left a bad taste in Arizona's mouth, that's for sure. While Oregon State's last game was that upset victory over UCLA in Corvallis. Mannon. Great take by Mannon. What a story she is. She'll go to the line and one.
Take some contact early, and she's not going to back down from anybody. That was a tough finish.
Noelle Mannon tried to walk on at the University of San Francisco. They didn't have a slot for her, so she walked on at Oregon State.
She knows from multiple positions, both ends of the floor, and that's a huge asset for Coach Rueck's team.
Here's Pellington. Love the idea off the cut, but good defense to shut down Fields. So instead, Pellington drills it. Pellington managed but 5 points against Stanford the other night. It was just one of those games for everybody wearing Arizona gear.
Good hustle by Mannon to keep the ball alive for the Beavers.
Noelle doing all the little things. Boy, I love the aggressive take by Alexis Aaron.
And Oregon State makes it tough defensively for Arizona as well. They're trying to find it right now.
Reese going right at Mitrovic. Good interior defense by Helena. So we're stuck on 4-3. Oregon State with the lead. Mitrovic wants it. Has the good hands, but then again the pick. Martinez has just been everywhere. Pellington, extra pass. Reese, the buddy.
That's exactly what Arizona wants. Esmery did a very good job anticipating that defensive steal. Pushed it in the break. Easy bucket for Arizona in transition.
Ball turnovers, Sid, going to be huge for both clubs. They got to keep those to a minimum. Both teams.
Both teams.
Yeaney dumps it inside. Mitrovic, you got to love that mismatch inside. I mean, she's got a little height over the 6'2 Martinez.
Oregon State has great spacing right now, and Coach Rueck said that was one of his keys to make sure that they could open the paint for Helena to get shots like that.
Reese, again going right at Mitrovic, this time swooping in for the layup. Reese, one of the vocal defensive captains for this club, always talking, always helping. Mannon gets the kind roll, and Mannon. Reese. Wow. Boy, that might get Talia going. She has been mighty cold in conference play, and that's got to feel good.
That was a great read by Talia. I think sometimes you just got to go and get a bucket. You can keep it really simple. You don't have to do anything elaborate. And she knew her matchup, and she went straight at her and was able to get an easy two. the impact that they can have with the minutes that they're getting right now.
Von Oelhoffen to the bench. Hine bounce, would not fall. Murat follows, you bet.
That's a great play by AJ, anticipating the O board, being aggressive. Like I said, I really like how Oregon State has been getting a lot of looks around the basket early.
Murat scoreless last weekend against both the LA schools, so that's a nice start for her. Oregon State needs some production off the bench. Wow, all the way to the rim. Gilbert looks like a fullback protecting that ball. Really nowhere for Alexis to go. Now dumping it inside. Beers goes and gets it, loses it. Transfer out of Arizona State. Instant offense. Great pick by Beers.
Great anticipation by Beers.
Murat running the floor and the finish. Well done. If you're an Oregon State fan, you're loving that. Clark off the pick. Nothing there. Mannon is going to hand it off to Yeaney. Murat, I haven't seen her this aggressive in a while.
That's a great finish by AJ. That's a good look for Oregon State too. When you know that you have multiple threats on the floor, everyone has been aggressive tonight, and it's really good for them to find a rhythm with all people being willing to take it to the rim.
Yeaney can't get her home. Ball is loose. Pueyo head up. Had Gilbert on this weak side. Team's second.
She has a great team around her, which makes her job a little bit easier, a lot easier. And she's still able to find her shots, find her rhythm.
What a start for Murat. She has got 8 points to lead the Beavers. Wow.
How about Murat and Mannon coming out firing?
Again, Murat scoreless against the LA schools last year. Just in a bit of a rut. And nearing double figures. Martinez. Murat with the board. You got to hurry if you're Oregon State. 5 left to go in the quarter. Von Oelhoffen stepping back and hitting. Von Oelhoffen to beat the buzzer. If that doesn't get her going, I don't know what will. Now 10, Von Oelhoffen hawking her. High pick from Reese. Gilbert, athletic. Mitrovic brings the ball down just a bit, but ball knocked safely into the hands of Yeaney. Great matchup between these two old teammates. Pellington says Yeaney hooked her. Not only hitting 1,000 points, Yeaney, but gave you 15 points, 7 boards, and 8 assists, almost a triple-double. But she'll sit with the 2 fouls. Erin picks up her second personal. So Pellington. Pueyo doesn't need much room. Hesitates. Short on that shot as Beers came over to help.
The shots haven't fallen yet for Arizona, but credit to Oregon State for making the floor feel really small on that end.
That's a great point. As Connor checks in, Reese sits down for Arizona. Oregon State playing good transition defense, great help defense. Okay, all right. This is Murat's game. Murat's half anyway. Pellington runs into the double.
Murat did a great job keeping her distance so she couldn't get a lane to the rim.
Connor all the way to the rack. Beers with the board. Running the floor is Murat. Here comes Arizona. Another open look, but a miss by Fields in Arizona. Pueyo with the offensive board. It's just been cold shooting for these Cats. LaVille. 3 on the shot clock for Connors. Flashes it home. He knows his 3-point shoot. 25-18, Oregon State with the lead. Murat wanted the back door instead. It's picked. Pueyo. #1 in the conference in steals. Yeah.
It's been going great, and I mean, I get to sit next to you and call this game, so I really can't complain. I've been working with really great people, and they've been so helpful. And to be home in Phoenix has been awesome for me.
That's great. Beers finally gets it home. Man, she's been rugged down on the low post, but has missed some bunnies. She's in the scoring column.
It feels good to get that one into the bucket.
Martinez going right at Beers. Good defense by Raegan. Here comes Bendu. Murat running the floor well. Beers running the floor. Murat, can she keep things going? What a game for A.J. Murat. Her best game in a month. She's got 15.
What's impressive about A.J. Murat right now is she's not forcing anything. She's just letting the game come to her, and she's been able to make easy looks. That short baseline jumper was wide open, and she just had to stick it home, and she was able to do that with ease.
Pueyo.
Tough finish. And was able to get them an extra possession. And with that finish, that's a huge finish for Pueyo to get, and hopefully they can capitalize and continue to pressure and find that rhythm as we go into the end of the second quarter.
That foul was on Beers, by the way, her first, team's third. And Pueyo with some guts went right after Raegan. So the lead is 6 for Oregon State.
I know Bendu would want that pass back for sure.
Arizona knowing that they were going to start this season, finish this season. As Martinez with the triple. She's a good three-point shooter. Martinez finally in the scoring column. Von Oelhoffen answers with the three, and she shakes her fist.
You can feel the energy and electricity from Oregon State tonight. They came out aggressive right away with that and one from Mannon, and they haven't looked back since.
Back and forth we go. Pueyo feeling it now. She's got 7.
She is what the team needs, and
yep. What a fun game this has been. Murat just kind of flips it up. I swear I thought she was going to pass it to Beers.
She thought she was going to pass it too. And what's really cool about that was last second, she's athletic enough to be able to finish off balance and still make the right decision.
17 points now for Murat. Her career high is 19. Connor, boost off the bench, Madison.
It's really cool to be able to see these teams finding their rhythm, going back and forth at each other, and they're both rising to the table, to the challenge right now. They're trading baskets. That can't last forever, but the crowd loves it.
Bendu got a great ovation as she was introduced, the former Arizona Wildcat. Oh man, this game is great. This game is great. Beers fills it up.
These kids are competing right now, and it's so fun to watch. Second weekend of Pac-12 play, you can tell that each game really matters.
Under a minute to go in this second quarter. Off the pick, the block.
Tough.
Von Oelhoffen, the good D. Getting it right back is Martinez.
I love how Talia, her effort on defense, you can feel it. Jade hasn't gotten a clear look all night, and she has felt Talia on her hip, if not right in front of her. And that's credit to her effort on that end of the floor.
Really good, aggressive drive to playing for Oregon State with the length as well. Today, Lauren Ware is missed. Gardner will be in action at some point. Big misses by Arizona at the charity stripe. 22 on the shot clock. Yeaney almost had it stolen. 10 on the shot clock now for Bendu. Partially blocked by Ariz. Ball is still alive. Beers. Raegan Beers. So Oregon State with a 38-30 lead at the half.
Their identity is defense, and they get their energy off of that end of the floor, and that feeds into the offensive side of things. And so obviously you need to score the basketball, but I think if they can get a couple stops in a row, that will be great momentum and energy for them.
Tradition with the fans standing until that first basket is made.
Try and get something to the basket.
Martinez, she walked. So here's Von Oelhoffen. And Yeaney will start barking orders, taking over that point guard role.
Arizona has gone zone here to try and give them a different look defensively.
Von Oelhoffen rimming out. Offensive rebound and put back by Aaron.
The one thing with zone, though, is it's very difficult to box out.
Esmery. Bendu with another board. One of the better rebounding guards. Mitrovic inside, you bet.
That was a great set by Oregon.
Pellington, who has been quiet. Reese running the floor. You bet, Reese.
Get Oregon State out of a rhythm. They're going back and forth between man and zone just to make sure they don't get too comfortable.
Ball pinging around. Here comes Pellington. Step through. Martinez with but 3 points. Pellington now with 4.
Their strengths.
Good matchup here.
Everyone's organized. AJ getting a touch.
Mitrovic. He's been using that most games. Big stick by Connor. Both benches have been huge for these.
Oregon State plays man defense in a way where sometimes it feels like a zone because they take up so much space on the backside. Help. And with Talia reading that play, she was able to get a hand on that ball, get the steal.
Beers just going up so strong. Not going to miss that time. Good high-low action for Oregon State. Beers has 8. Good execution, and Reese connects.
Good things happen when the ball is in Pueyo's hands.
That's a good point. 10 now for Kate. Of the big 4 scores for Arizona, Reese is really the only one who's done much of anything. Great D inside by Fields. Stupid Von Oelhoffen. And Lauren wants to lead the charge. Numbers not there. Reese puts the ball on the deck. Contested. Still hits over Beers.
That was really good decision-making by Arizona in the open court. A lot of times in this game, they've tried to get it to the rim, but they were able to change the tempo, slow it down, get an easy shot by Kate Reese, and now you hear the crowd getting involved. They're behind them right now, too.
Reese has 12, right at her seasonal average, leading the Arizona comeback. Pueyo dominant and dynamic on both ends as well. 8 on the shot clock. Dumping it. Beers. The footwork, so sweet.
Was that a fadeaway? I'm pretty sure that was a fadeaway by Raegan Beers, which was just so composed and steady and strong to finish that shot.
10 now for Beers. Reese will go to the line.
And Kate Reese has answered that call.
Misses them both. 47-41. Oregon State with the lead, 2:15 left to go in this third quarter. Beers on the roll all by herself.
That's a great play, and that's a tough play to defend because you change sides of the court. So the help side is confused on where to come from.
Martinez skying over everybody. Quiet game offensively for Martinez, playing with some foul trouble. She'll take that O board and take it. Reese crowds into it again, just willing Arizona to a run. 14 now for Reese. Arizona's defense starting to put the heat on, Sid Weiss.
This is exactly the energy that they needed. Good help side by Pueyo. Another turnover in the front court.
Pellington.
Good patience.
You bet. Just lets Von Oelhoffen fly by. It's the closest Arizona has been since the first quarter when it was 12-11 Oregon State. High-low Beers. Oh, it's just perfect, but she misses the shot. She's missed 3 or 4 of those. It couldn't have been drawn up any better. Mitrovic and Beers on the floor for the first time tonight. Pellington Squares up and hits. Look at the scoreboard now, 49 apiece.
I'm pretty sure that's the same exact spot that she hit the game winner last year.
Against Oregon State in Corvallis. The run belongs to Arizona. Shot clock off. Game clock at 13 right now. 49 apiece. What a third quarter for the Cats. Von Oelhoffen. Murat. Beers not in time.
Their experience showed with Esmery, Kate Reese, Shayna Pellington, making big plays. Helena Pueyo as well. Just knowing when and how to get things done in order to get a win. And sometimes it's not pretty, but you get the job done, and that's a testament to their experience.
Martinez doing a great job avoiding further foul trouble. Pueyo will start the fourth quarter. And the final stanza underway. What a game this has been. Back and forth. Yeaney. What a finish, and she was able to get, Pellington lost her for just a second.
All she needed. That's all she needed was an angle to the rim. She's had a couple of those throughout the game, but she was able to get this one to drop, and she took that angle so sharply, Pellington couldn't get back in front of her.
Reese goes right at Mitrovic, and the reverse. Wow!
Fearless. Kate Reese is fearless going against a 6'9", with arms up in the air and able to get that reverse layup. That's a tough finish.
16 points for Reese, 51 apiece. These two teams split their regular season games last year.
We're still seeing the big lineup with Mitrovic and Beers with that high-low pass.
And this time Beers connects. That's the second straight pass that Mitrovic has had on the money. She's really a good passer for that length.
Oregon State's now in a zone, trying to get Arizona out of the rhythm, which they're able to do.
Beginning the fourth quarter.
Every single pass is being challenged right now. Every dribble is being challenged right now, and it's causing turnovers and easy buckets in transition for Arizona.
Martinez letting Bendu go flying by. Thought maybe there would be more of a patient half-court set there for Arizona. Beers, look at Beers, and one, baby, takes the contact. Beers, and I know she's kicking herself for missing 3 or 4 of those same types of shots, but she's such a gamer. Beers with 17 now to go along with 8 rebounds. Good hands by von Oelhoffen.
That zone is really, it's an imposing force when you see 6'9", 6'4" in the back line. And it's been tough for Arizona to get any clear looks on that end of the floor.
Yeaney, layup. The execution of Oregon State. 6:35 left to go in the fourth. Crowd of over 7,000 wanting to get back into it. Kind of a weird little flip shot by Martinez. Yeaney with another board. She's got 9. Close to her career high of 11 rebounds. Mitrovic keeping that ball high. Beers loves the mismatch and scores again.
Helena does such a great job passing it right on target. I know you want to say that Raegan Beers is an easy one to pass to because of her height, but she passed it in such a way where nobody else could get a hand on that ball.
19 now for Beers. Wow. And everybody in the joint knows what Oregon State's going to do. Beers 1 rebound away from her 9th double-double of the season. No other freshman has come close to that. Man, and I love Ruick's use of the bigs in the stretch, down the stretch here.
They have not had an answer for both of them.
Oh, to beat the shot clock buzzer. How big has von Oelhoffen been?
That's what Talia does. Clutch, ice in her veins, able to knock it down at the shot clock end.
10-0 Oregon State run. LaVille.
The defensive end can sometimes be a learning curve, but she's done really well tonight, impacting Jade LaVille, and then doing what she does offensively as well.
Yeaney with the strength. That it was 53 apiece, Sid. And now look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, Oregon State has done a great job throwing off the rhythm. They're covering so much ground in that zone, making it tough for Arizona to get anything easy.
For Arizona has been 4 points, and she'll sit right now.
Anticipating that Martinez makes it to get into a press and try and get a steal.
Okay, good call, partner. Here we go. The defense helped Arizona get back into this game. Look at Pueyo, unbelievable. Picks von Oelhoffen's pocket. Murat has not scored in the second half. She had the 17 first half points, but others have picked up the slack.
Good decision by Shayna Pellington.
Oh boy, Fields with the three, wide open, and it's a two-possession game.
What made that wide open was Esmery Martinez running the floor, and all the attention went to her.
Ooh, unlucky. Basket didn't want it. Can she do it again? Fields, yes!
Same spot, back to back. That's a huge bucket to lead to a 10-0 run that Arizona's on right now with another turnover tip by Shayna Pellington.
Fields, yes! She's been on fire. The defense willing Arizona. It's 65 apiece. How did this happen?
Defense.
More defense, and the ball belongs to Arizona as Bendu is stripped.
Wow.
Wow is right.
We knew going into this game that defense was going to be number one for Arizona, and when they have needed it most, they have caused turnovers, and those turnovers have created easy buckets just the way they wanted it.
7,100 folks going bonkers. Wow. What a comeback. Pueyo with the three. Yes! Arizona's first lead of the game.
Helena Pueyo is who she needs to be when the team needs her to be it.
Ruud not calling a timeout. Fields almost with the pick. Bendu all the way. What a stick by Bendu.
Right now we have big players making big plays. It's crunch time in the game, approaching 1 minute left in the fourth. 1 point game, and everyone is rising to the challenge right now.
Wow. What a game this has been. Huge possession for both teams. Arizona kind of standing around. Pueyo, drive, kick, 8 on the shot clock. Pellington gets it home.
Who else? Who else but Shayna Pellington to knock that jump shot down at this point in the game?
11 for Pellington, her biggest bucket of the game. The lead is 3 for Arizona. Again, Oregon State not calling a timeout. And the foul will go against Martinez.
I don't mind that foul.
Oh, this game, as good as advertised. Von Oelhoffen wants it right back. Tightrope, and gets it home. What a gutsy play by Von Oelhoffen. Took it right into the teeth of the defense. The defense got things going. Fields with some huge buckets. Pellington's bucket really giving Arizona a pep in the step. Woo. Martinez fouled by Von Oelhoffen. Shot clock off. Game clock 24.2. Pueyo quickly fouled.
Arizona ran this out of bounds play and shoot around where they're trying to make sure they have their best free throw shooters catching the ball, able to get it in.
Somebody better cut. There's Pueyo. Pellington.
To have the opportunity to potentially make it a 3-point lead for them, I would put my money on Lauren Fields right now.
All right. Senior transfer, Oklahoma State. First one is true. This next one is massive, but 14.4. Oregon State's got a little time to play with in terms of getting a good look. That one's off. All right, so 1 for 2
Raegan Beers where she's at right now. AJ Marat's on the other side, but I see her leaving that. So it's a one-on-one matchup with Kate Reese and Raegan Beers down low.
Here we go. Oregon State needs a deuce. Beers, ball almost tipped away. Von Oelhoffen, can she play with the money? It's not there. Tip, not there. Great look for Von Oelhoffen. Yeaney almost had the miraculous tip. And instead, with 5.5 seconds left, Arizona will be going to the free throw line in the person of Pellington.
Talia comes off. Great look. Great look. Almost dropped. Bendu follows it. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Pellington going into these tosses 2 for 2 from the charity stripe.
Oregon State has one more timeout.
Pellington's only a 55% free throw shooter. Gets one of two. Earlier in the game, Von Oelhoffen beat the buzzer to end a quarter. So perhaps she can do it again in spectacular fashion to send this thing into overtime. Here we go. No good.